The story of the unforgiving servant, according to Matthew. One day, while Jesus was teaching his friends and many people, Peter came with an important question. "Lord," Peter asked, "if someone keeps doing wrong to me, how many times should I forgive them? 7 times?" 7 times sounded like a lot to Peter. But Jesus smiled kindly and said, "Not just 7 times, 77 times." Then Jesus told them a story to help them understand why forgiveness is so important. Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a king who decided to check the money his servants owed him. One servant was brought before the king. This servant owed the king a huge amount of money, so much money that he could never repay it. The king looked at the servant and said, 'You must pay what you owe.' But the servant had nothing to give. The servant quickly fell on his knees. 'Please be patient with me,' he begged. 'I promise I will pay everything back.' The king looked at the frightened servant. Instead of punishing him, the king felt mercy in his heart. Then the king did something surprising. 'I forgive your debt,' the king said. Just like that, the servant was free. But later that same day, the servant met another servant. This man owed him only a small amount of money. Instead of remembering the king's kindness, the servant became angry. He grabbed the man and shouted, 'Pay me the money you owe me.' The second servant fell to his knees and begged, 'Please be patient with me, and I will pay you back.' But the servant refused to forgive him. Instead, he had the poor man thrown into prison. Other servants saw what happened. They felt very sad. So they went and told the king everything. The king called the servant back to the palace. 'You wicked servant,' the king said. 'I forgave your huge debt because you asked me. Shouldn't you have shown mercy to your fellow servant?' Because the servant refused to forgive others, the king handed him over to the jailers until he could repay the debt he once owed. Then Jesus finished the story. 'My heavenly Father wants you to forgive others from your heart.' God forgives us with great love, and He wants us to show that same kindness to others. Because a forgiving heart is a happy heart. Remember this lesson from Jesus. Always forgive others, because kindness and forgiveness make the world brighter. If you enjoyed this Bible story, remember to like the video, subscribe, and share it with your friends so they can learn the story too.